First of all, talk through the process of you finding out that Delaney, who I know has bowled for a couple of years now, and
Yep.
she's not only going to miss some time bowling, but she's a high school girl who's got cancer. I mean, what kind of shock did you go through? What were you processing there?
Well, for me, it was just about making sure whatever she needed to do to be healthy is what we were going to work around. Bowling was obviously second in my mind. I just wanted to make sure she was good, and then she was whatever. Because when we first found out, it was just that she had a mass, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And her plan was she was going to bowl, and I'm like, well, we'll see how the doctors say. And I know that what they think is different than what the doctors think sometimes. But she was ready to go as soon as she was released, and I think she pressured to make sure she got out earlier than what maybe they wanted to too. So she was determined to want to bowl, and she wanted to finish out her senior year bowling. So and I know that her first meet, I wasn't sure if she was going to make it. She had treatment that day in Iowa City, and then went straight from treatment to the meet. So the first one she was able to get to, she made it to, and I was. Yep, she made it through a couple games, and then that was it. She was wore out after that, but she was bound and determined to get on the lanes and keep doing what she liked doing. You know,
how has the team and the school rallied around her through this whole process?
Everybody's been fantastic as far as the school and the team-wise. The girls were all encouraging her, and fundraiser-wise, and we had pins, and they had me wear bows one time in my beard to help out, to do some stuff. So we just kind of did everything. They've done a couple of different t-shirt fundraisers through the school, and then through just out friends and family doing things. So we've had that support wise. But yeah, it's the community has been really good with it.
This is not something that high school kids normally have to deal with a peer. I mean, this is just such a rare thing at that level. It had to be a bit of a shock for the girls who've been her friends her whole life, the girls who've been her teammates for so long.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the news was. It was a complete shock to everyone. So I don't know how everyone else dealt with it. I was like, we had a friend that's been going through it too, but she was an adult in the 40s. So it's sad when it's this young. It shouldn't affect anyone, but when it affects somebody that's just starting out their life, it's hard. So we were trying to be as positive around her as possible, and she's already positive on her own. She already knew where she was going with it. She was gonna take it head on and beat it either way. So that's her mentality, and that's the mentality you've got to have to be a survivor. So
we're heading towards the postseason now in bowling. What's it like to have her back, for the conference, to have her back down the stretch here?
The girls wanted her on the team the whole time. Every time she was available to bowl, she was ready to bowl, and she was doing it. Now her getting her strength back, her games are starting to pick up again. That was tough on her, all the treatments and all the other stuff, the surgery to begin with, and then the treatments afterwards were tough on her, and then just getting her muscles built back up and getting her strength back. You can tell now towards the last couple meets, she's been getting back to her usual, and then today she bowled really well again today. So hopefully we'll continue it on. We just got a couple that off today, and hopefully we can put it all together when it matters, go regionals, and we can do something to get into state. So
she said she couldn't get away from bowling at all. She said from her hospital bed she was watching the bowling meets on TV.
We did live stream for her the first couple, well, at least one meet for sure. I think she only missed one, but yeah, we live streamed it just so she could be part of the competition still. So yeah, she wants to be part of the team. She didn't want to miss it, and she was ready to get back as soon as she could. And she forced herself to do it, basically, to get back into it, even though I told her as long as she was able to, I'd let her do what she could do, and that was her spot, and she worked through it. So, and she did great. And like I said, she's finally getting her strength back now, or she's back to pretty much normal for her game and getting back to things. I'm still off a little bit because she hasn't bowled much, but we're getting there. So, and it's the right time to do it.